if you're a runner, there's a good chance that you have some muscle imbalances that are either slowing you down or causing injury, and I want to tell you how to address these. Hi everyone, Steve Gonzo, physical therapist with Run Smart. We're getting ready to close out our spring fiesta sale thing where the Run Smart app is discounted. So if you want access to the strength training and the fixing imbalances and the training plans that we use with thousands of runners to help them feel great running, be sure to check out the link in this post because it is discounted for a short period of time. But the main purpose of this video is to talk about that imbalance. I want to show you some of the things that inside the app that you can use right now, whether you remember or not, so you can fix imbalances. Because one of the common things I hear from runners inside the clinic as a physical therapist is that, like, I don't know why my right knee hurts, and maybe it's because I'm old and I'm getting older and all these things. And truthfully, if you think about the last 2, 3, 4, 5 injuries you had, chances are you had it on one side of your body. It's actually very rare when a runner will actually have like 2 bad knees. It's usually, my right hip is always bad, or my right knee is bad, my left ankle is bad. It's usually, or like a lot of runners are like, oh, my whole right side is the problem. If you just chop this leg off and give me 2 lefts, I'll be a lot better. But let's talk about why that happens, right? Because if it was truly an age issue, like if it was your knee is old, their left knee is just as old, right? It didn't come out like 3 years after the other one. It came out at the same time, or relatively the same time, unless it came out really funky. And it's not that age is breaking you down, it's that imbalances are breaking you down. Imbalances that are causing the right side or the left side to overwork or be under supported, so now it's getting banged into. So often when we talk about imbalances with runners, and I'm going to share my favorite exercises to just fix these that can help you, but when we're talking about imbalances, it's important to know that like if your right knee is sore, it is rarely the knee's fault. Often it's the ankle is stiff, causing the knee to compensate, or the right hip or left hip is weak, causing the knee to compensate, and those compensations are the imbalances. So it's really important that if you go out for a run and you just struggle, you don't feel great, look to imbalances, look to fix them. And the cool thing is, if you're runner specific, if you're functional in your exercises, you can address a lot of the imbalances that are going on and not have to worry about it. In fact, I often find with my runners that when they don't feel great running, like they're still able to run. These are not even the injured ones. These are the ones that like go out, I don't know, I just don't feel great. I'm kind of sore and stiff all the time, but I'm able to run. These runners do really well with some general strength and flexibility, and they do awesome, and they actually start feeling really good on the run. So let me show you these exercises. What I'm about to show you is our strength guide. It's inside the Run Smart app. It walks you through pretty much everything you need to build strength. It includes all of our strength workouts and things like that. So if you're interested, check a link down in the post because we do have a discount that's expiring soon. All right, so let me show you this, and let's see if I can nail this. This is a very fancy film your computer screen and talk about it. So I'm just going to scroll up. This is our strength training guide for runners. It includes a lot of our different things, whether you're just getting started from scratch, you're building your base. Over here we have building for strength, building for injury, building for speed, and building to run forever. So what I want to introduce you to is Run Smart 10. If you've done these before, let me know in the comments. Run Smart 10 basically is like the starting point for my runners. Like if you can't do these well, you have bigger issues. So we always start with Run Smart 10, and then it builds into our strength workouts that you can stream to your TVs and things. But let me show you the 10 exercises because they do address most of the imbalances that runners have. And here we go. So front plank, this is probably the least important because I often see this is often overused. People are a little bit too strong on the front and they lack the strength elsewhere. So the first one's a front plank. You work your way up to 60 seconds. Again, this is our strength guide inside the Run Smart app. So if you want more on this, be sure to check out the link. Side plank, by far the most underestimated exercise. Like most of my runners, like when I ask them if they say they do core, and they're like, yeah, I do core, I do some planks. And I'm like, okay, you doing front planks? And they say, yeah, what about side planks? Like, I don't like those, so I skip them. The things that you don't like are often the things you need the most. So be sure that if you like suck at side planks, it doesn't mean skip those ones. It means do those, because that's where the imbalance lies. Like a lot of you'll see these exercises coming up, and I do some balance stuff, and I'm like, oh, my balance isn't great. Well, guess what? The imbalance is. It's your balance. Like you don't have great balance, so you can't run efficiently, and you're banging into your knees. So let's keep moving. I don't want to make this video forever. So we have side planks, super important. You go down, you have our bridge. Bridge works on the low back and glutes. I like this exercise just to stabilize the pelvis, especially if you're a female. These top 3 are so important for females to get started with. Walking balance, a very preliminary balancing exercise. Squats, where you can notice, let me see if I can zoom in here for you. A lot of runners do squats improperly. Here we go. So walking balance, squats. You got to make sure you get your butt back when you do your squats. Anyone driving their knees forward, you're actually absolutely missing out on what is beneficial, which is loading the glutes. Side step ups. This is another preliminary exercise that just works on the glute because you're going sideways versus forward. And lunge matrix, so side lunges. You notice here, like a lot of runners don't do lunges great, and when they do them, you want to make sure that you're not keeping your body really upright. Reach down, reach for the knee, because if you look in this picture, me reaching down is what is going to turn on my glute the most. So you can see I'm reaching down towards my foot. That is super important, and that fly just flew by, and I'm not happy about it. Backwards reaches, these are a staple. Look at this fly. You know, you have kids, and they just leave the door open. Funny story, we have a running total on our chalkboard that says it's been X days since there's a fly in the house. I don't think we've ever made it past 2, and now I have to reset it anyways because we have a fly in the house, and I hate bugs. Okay, let's get away from that. Okay, so back reaches. These are super important. I love these. We use these a ton in our strength workouts. These load the glutes. They work on balance. Same thing with front and side reaches. Great. When you get to the single leg stuff, guys, fixing imbalances, when you get to single leg, you are left out to dry. Like if you have a weak side and imbalanced side on your left, when you stand on it, you are going to not have the help of the other side. So getting to single leg to fix imbalances is really important because you can feel left versus right. One side's usually weaker or has a lack of balance or flexibility on that side. So always want to try to get to one leg. Again, these exercises are all part of the stuff that we do. So if you struggle feeling great running, be sure to click on the link in the post and check out the Run Smart app before the discount expires. Okay, so let's go back to some other ones here. We'll just finish this up, and I'm going to kill this fly. Hopefully everyone's okay with that. Single leg deadlifts. We start with 2 legs. You go to 1 leg. You can see me doing the single leg deadlift here. This is great for low back strength. It's great for glute strength. And it works on balance. So you can see we're targeting glute, we're targeting low back, we're targeting your balance all in one exercises. And that's why these Run Smart 10 are so important, because they target multiple areas all at once. And that is how you fix imbalance. So the truth of it is, here's the recap. You all are imbalanced running, and it's why you have only injuries on one side. One side is getting beat up for whatever reason. If you don't feel great running, or you have a long history of running injuries, check out the Run Smart app, start Run Smart 10, start the strength workouts and fix those imbalances, and I promise you guys you're going to feel great running. You're going to feel stronger going through your training plan, and you're not going to have to worry around every turn, literally and figuratively, that you're going to be hurt. All right, everyone, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. Bye.